Hi there. Today's Bible nugget is coming from 1 Samuel. I've been reading all through there, and it's really struck me at the some of the major differences between King Saul and King David. At the two main reasons, I think, why Saul was rejected as king by Samuel and the Lord, obviously. So if we go to 1 Samuel, and if we go to chapter 13, verse 9, and so Saul has been told by Samuel to go to Gilead or Gilgal and wait there till Samuel arrives so they can offer the burnt sacrifices and offerings to the Lord. In verse 9, so Saul said, "Bring a burnt offering and peace offerings here to me." And Saul, offered the burnt offering. Now it happened, as soon as he had finished presenting the burnt offering, that Samuel came, and Saul went out to meet him, and that he might greet him. And Samuel said, "What have you done?" Saul said, "When I saw the people were scattered from me, and that you did not come within the days appointed, and that the Philistines were gathered together at Michmash, and then I said, the Philistines will now come down on me at Gilgal, and I have not made supplication to the Lord. Therefore I felt compelled, and offered a burnt offering." And Samuel said to Saul, "You have done foolishly. You have not kept the commandment of the Lord your God, which he commanded you. For now the Lord would have established your kingdom over Israel forever. But now your kingdom shall not continue. The Lord has sought for himself a man after his own heart, and the Lord has commanded him to be commander over his people, because you have not kept what the Lord commanded you." So that was chapter 13. And then if we go to chapter 15, then we get to the meat of it. In chapter 15, verse 10, it says, "Now the word of the Lord came to Samuel, saying, I greatly regret that I've set up Saul as king, for he has turned back from following me, and has not performed my commandments." And it grieved Samuel, and he cried out to the Lord all night. Didn't know that. So when Samuel rose early in the morning to meet Saul, it was told Samuel, saying, "Saul went to Carmel, and indeed he set up a monument to himself." Hello, Saul, what's going on here? "And he has gone on around, passed by, and gone down to Gilgal." Then Samuel went to Saul, and Saul said to him, "Blessed are you of the Lord. I have performed the commandment of the Lord." And then Samuel comes out, I think, with one of the best burns in the Old Testament. And then Samuel says, "What then is this bleating of sheep in my ears, and the lowing of oxen that I hear?" And Saul's, because he was told to destroy everything, including all of the animals. And then Saul's thinking, and Saul said, "They have brought them from the Amalekites. For the people spared the best of the sheep and the oxen to sacrifice to the Lord your God." Notice he doesn't say my God, to the Lord your God. "And the rest we have utterly destroyed." Then Samuel said to Saul, "Be quiet, and I will tell you what the Lord said to me last night." And he said to him, "Speak on." So Samuel said, "When you were little in your own eyes, were you not head of the tribes of Israel? And did not the Lord anoint you king over Israel? Now the Lord sent you on a mission and said, 'Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they are consumed.' Why then did you not obey the voice of the Lord? Why did you swoop down on the spoil and do evil in the sight of the Lord?" Because he'd also let the king, Agag, he'd let him live as well, which he definitely was not supposed to do. Okay, so that's just that. They're the two main reasons why Saul was rejected of the Lord. But also you get the flavor from the start of his reign. Saul is very kind of like a bit fearful. In fact, whenever he gets called forward to be crowned king, he's hiding in the wagons and the supplies. But then as he goes on, and like after a few years, he starts to find his kind of footing, and he gets more and more confident and more proud in himself. Because you can see from this passage here that we just read that he'd built a monument to himself after the Lord had told him to go and destroy the Amalekites, and then he hadn't done it either. It just goes from bad to worse, I think, from here. This is why Saul was rejected, for those two reasons. Because he sacrificed when he wasn't supposed to. Only Samuel was supposed to be doing the sacrifice. And then he literally disobeyed the voice of the Lord, or the commandment of the Lord, to totally destroy the Amalekites. Thanks.